If you get overheated fast, summer errands, outdoor work, or even a crowded event can go from annoying to miserable in minutes. And once you are already hot, a weak little fan usually does not do much. That is why a wearable fan like this is worth a look, because it is trying to solve that problem in a more practical, hands-free way. This is the Tunise Portable Fan, a personal fan designed to be more flexible than the typical handheld model. It can be worn at the waist, clipped to clothing, used around the neck, set on a desk, or positioned under a shirt to push air where you actually need it. It also includes 5 speed settings, an 8000 mAh battery, and extra utility with a flashlight and power bank function. So the appeal here is simple: one compact fan that can cover travel, outdoor use, work shifts, and everyday heat. The biggest problem this fan solves is staying cool when your hands are busy, and a normal fan is not practical. If you are walking outside, working in a hot kitchen, camping, gardening, standing at an event, or commuting in the heat, holding a fan the whole time gets old fast. A wearable clip design makes a lot more sense in those situations. You can attach it to a belt, waistband, or apron, clip your shirt over it, and let the airflow move upward through your clothes. For people who run hot, that is a very different experience from just waving air at your face. What makes this one more interesting is how the features connect to real use. The 5-speed control means you are not stuck choosing between barely noticeable airflow and full blast all the time. Lower settings can be better for a longer outing or indoor use, while higher settings are there for serious heat. The multi-use design is also a real benefit because it gives you options depending on what you are doing. If you are at a desk, it can act like a small personal fan. If you are outdoors, the waist or belt setup is probably the main draw. And that 8000 mAh battery matters because a wearable fan is only useful if it lasts long enough to get through the day. On top of that, the flashlight and power bank features make it a little more travel-friendly, especially for camping, festivals, or emergency backup. The best use cases here are very practical. Someone working in a warm environment, especially wearing an apron or uniform, may get the most value because the fan can stay clipped on while they move. One review snippet says, "I strap it to my apron on my back and clip my shirt over it, and it works great and is not too loud." And that gives you a pretty clear picture of who this is for. It also makes sense for travel days, outdoor sports spectators, amusement parks, hiking, camping, and yard work. And if you like the idea of a fan that does not have to stay in your hand, this style is much easier to live with than a traditional handheld fan. There are some strong trust signals on the listing too. It shows a 4.5 out of 5 rating from 859 customer ratings, which is a healthy amount of feedback for a personal fan. It also carries both Amazon's Choice and Bestseller badges, and it ranks high in the personal fan category. The review snippets are pretty consistent about the main strengths. One says, "The fan is nice and strong, battery lasts for a long time, and even can be used to charge a." Another says, "Would recommend for those that run hot." There is also positive feedback around the adjustable speed and portability, with one snippet saying, "They hold the power and the speed is adjustable." That all supports the idea that people are eyeing it for real daily heat problems, not just novelty. Now for the honest part, this is not for everyone. If you are very sensitive to fan noise, especially at high speed, you should pay attention to that before buying. One of the scraped review snippets says, "But when I run it at that level, I do sound like I am getting ready to take off as it is very loud." That is probably the biggest caution here. It is also not ideal if you only want a tiny, ultralight fan for occasional face cooling, because this is more of a wearable utility fan than a minimalist pocket fan. And if you do not like clipping things to your waistband, shirt, or apron, you may not get the full benefit. Before you buy, I would double-check 3 things: how you plan to wear it, how much noise you can tolerate on stronger settings, and whether the extra features like the flashlight and power bank actually matter to you. If you need hands-free airflow and decent battery potential, this looks like solid value. If you just want occasional cooling for short indoor use, you may be paying for versatility you do not really need. So the value here is less about gimmicks and more about whether this style fits your routine. Overall, this looks like a useful personal fan for people who deal with heat on the move and want something more capable than a standard handheld model. The strong rating, large review count, category placement, and the positive comments about airflow and battery life all help its case. Just go in knowing that higher speeds may bring noticeable noise. If hands-free cooling, flexible wear options, and longer use time sound right for you, this is one to consider. If quiet operation is your top priority, keep comparing. And I am curious, what is your biggest deal breaker when buying a personal fan? Noise, battery life, or airflow?